Howdy fellas, today we're going to be taking a look at the old Thunderbird because we're going to be repainting her. Let's take a look here at the paint. You know, from a distance, the car's looking pretty good, you know. And then you start getting close and we look at some stuff like this, looking pretty rough. That's not looking good. All the way down the side, this door looks pretty good. Bumper crack, that's looking real nice. Rust, more rust. You can see it's just not looking good overall. That's pretty rough. So we're just gonna take her down, sand it all the way smooth, and we're gonna repaint the whole car. Now I'm gonna get started with taking this carbon fiber wrap off the top. I really like the carbon fiber look, but we're gonna go to gloss. There she is, fellas, all the wrap off. It looks so strange. Look at this roof. We did Plasti Dip back in the day on this and it stained it and ruined it. And then we just wrapped over it. And then I'm just gonna wrap over it again because I like the black roof look. So, all right, so you can barely tell since this is a white car and it hides everything that this is actually sanded. We got the sanding started all the way down the car. Trunk you can actually tell because it, you know, went down to primer. But I'm gonna go ahead and knock out you might be able to see some dents right here. There's one there, and then that front fender may be savable, but we're gonna see. I'm gonna go through and start trying to get some of these dents filled in so we can prime it and get everything nice and flat finally. All right, so I'm pretty sure I got all the spots on this side that need to be filled and smooth. That was the worst of it. Got a dent here that needs to be filled. We'll go ahead and grab that. This fender's pretty good other than this spot right here. As you can tell, it needs to be straightened. It should be straight in line with that. So we'll keep knocking that out. And then, big bad spot right here. Got a spot rusted all the way through the bottom, so we're gonna have to clean that up, get a new piece in there, which shouldn't be a problem. Boy, do I love not having a shop to work in. I think that's as smooth as we gonna get. This whole side done. Let's go ahead and get some primer on this before it starts pouring rain again. I think we might be good today, but ain't too good for the bare metal. Would you look at that, all primed up? You can't even tell that there was any damage. Everything looks really clean. Did get a little bit of a run there, but we'll get that fixed. The primer's really almost the same color as the white that's on the car. Got it, a little bit of primer on it. Still need to fix this one. This one is really deep. So we're gonna do some work on that. We're putting some coats on this. It's gonna look clean.
Man, this thing's looking nice.
The bird being completely whited out is gonna be awesome. That looks good. Drift car.
Yep, she's ready to hit the corners now.
I gotta get rubber rear.
Gotta get a rubber rear.
Because we took the V8 badges off. Saying goodbye to them things. Don't need that.
Now you gotta put a V8 bi-turbo. Bi-turbo, even though you only have one turbo.
High performance, single turbo, false induction, 300 horsepower. Very nice. Took off all the trim on the windows and went ahead and skipped forward to getting the rust fixed. Pretty much ground it all down, got all the rust going, and now we're priming it. I love how nicely everything just blends in and is back to normal. What do you know? Dead as usual. Well, it runs. It's been a minute. I don't know what made it go dead.
They're just sitting too long.
Probably getting too hot, you know?
Yeah.
Burning up out here. Coolant temp, you know, out here is probably gonna be what? Ambient 200 degrees?
Probably. No problem though, we got our professional paint booth set up now.
Yeah, we had to get something set up because I can't paint it right there. So this is our professional paint booth that clearly isn't gonna blow away when the next thunderstorm comes in the next hour or two probably.
Yeah, I mean, it'll last. The ground will get wet and it'll just rip right out, but...
No, the ground will get wet and it'll sink a foot down and then it won't go nowhere.
Yeah.
See how sturdy this is?
All right. Having fun over here?
Take a look at this hole, guys.
Man, it is getting bigger.
So this has been previously patched and bondoed by somebody. It's all rusted up in here. So we're gonna try to get all that cleaned out. I got most of the dust out and I'm working on getting the rust out, and then I'll spray some stuff in there to kind of seal that up. And then we got a patch. Gotta get all the rough edges off and then patch it up and it should look good.
Yep, that patch will look good while the rest of the rocker rust out.
Yep, who knows? I mean, I don't have time to cut a whole rocker out and replace it. We'll do that later if I have to. But. We got the trunk lid and the hood off.
Yep.
And the mirrors and the trim.
Try to take them back window or the back small windows out, and ain't as easy as you thought.
They're glued in. They're bolted and glued.
Very
I mean, it's not going to be that big of a deal if I got to go around them because you can still get into this lip.
Mm-hmm.
But it's whatever. All right, so we got most of the rust removed. All this on the outside's good, and then the inside is painted black to try to prevent more rust in the future. And then we'll go ahead and get the patch on this and clean it up. While that's all drying, we're gonna finish doing some taping here on the outside so that we can then plastic wrap the entire vehicle, get everything that's not gonna be painted covered up. Already got some back taping going on right here. Everything's looking good. Also went ahead and filled in some spots on the bumper. As you can see, we got a little bit of Bondo on here. All these spots are smoothed out. Everything's been sanded with 400 grit, ready for paint. The hood is also done. It looks very glossy since I just washed it with water. Give me a good idea of what it's gonna look like when it's done. But yeah, we got everything cleaned up here. We put an edge back on this because this edge was broken off. But yeah, let's get back to taping over here. Hopefully we can have this thing painted here in about a day or two. It's almost ready. Oh yeah, this is perfect.
Works a little better when you got a not dull razor blade.
Yeah, I was trying to do this with the dullest razor blade known to man. So we're getting her taped up with the old tape and drape. And she's gonna be ready to paint after this. All we gotta do is clean up. Oh, I still need to fix the hole. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get it taped up since we're almost ready to go. All we need is one more hole patched and we can start laying some paint. I need to go get a T-junction so I can put two compressors in together because we ain't gonna find a compressor big enough to spray paint.
You mean you don't want to paint the whole car with your compressor?
Pancake compressor.
I think it'd do pretty good.
4 CFM, really putting out the airflow.
It's looking pretty bad.
Yep, gonna get paint all over. I was supposed to reverse tape it so I could get paint in the engine bay.
Yeah, you're supposed to paint the windows and engine bay and leave the rest of the car.
Yeah, trying to take it off and redo it. All right. Other than the wheels and then getting a little bit on the bottom, it's ready to paint. Everything's prepped. All we gotta do is just, you know, fix a couple little spots on the deck lid. That hole, I'll do that in off time. And then, yeah, throw some primer on some stuff, but all that painting will be done, of course, in the next video. So y'all look out. Next one, we're gonna be painting the car.
It'll be about 5 months.
10,000 years from now, we'll be painting the car because it's going to be hurricane every day until February.
Yep.